Let's be honest. In 2025, it feels like everyone's trying to sell you a shortcut to getting rich. Buy this crypto coin before it blows up. Flip NFTs. Trade this new AI stock. But when you actually look at what millionaires are doing with their money, it's a completely different story. While the internet is chasing hype, the wealthy are doing what they've always done. Investing smart, diversifying wisely, and playing the long game. They're not guessing where the next big boom will come from. They're planting money in things that quietly build wealth while everyone else is distracted. So today, let's pull back the curtain and talk about 4 real investments millionaires actually use in 2025. Not trends, not scams, but smart strategies that are working right now. And the best part? You don't have to be rich to start. You just have to think like one. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's talk about how real wealth is being built in 2025. Let's start with the classic that never goes out of style: real estate. Now, people love to say real estate always goes up. And while that's mostly true, the way millionaires invest in property in 2025 has completely evolved. Gone are the days when you needed hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a house or apartment complex. Thanks to new tech and fractional platforms, anyone can invest in real estate with as little as $10 or $100. Platforms like Fundrise, Arrived Homes, and Realty Mogul allow investors to buy fractions of income-producing properties, meaning you can own part of a luxury apartment building in Miami or a rental home in Texas without ever setting foot there. So why is real estate still a favorite for millionaires? Because it hits the trifecta: income, appreciation, and tax benefits. First, it pays you every month through rent or dividends. That's passive income, the holy grail of wealth. Second, property values usually rise over time, especially in growing cities or tourist areas. And third, real estate offers massive tax breaks, depreciation, deductions, and 1031 exchanges, things that help millionaires keep more of what they earn. And let's not forget short-term rentals like Airbnb. Many investors are buying homes in popular travel spots and letting technology do the work. AI pricing tools, automated check-ins, and remote management apps make it easier than ever to run a property business from your laptop. Real estate in 2025 isn't just about owning land. It's about creating streams of income that work for you, not the other way around. That's why millionaires love it. It's tangible, predictable, and historically one of the most reliable ways to grow wealth. Next up, and this one might not sound exciting, but millionaires swear by it: index funds and tax-advantaged investment accounts. You won't see millionaires day trading on Reddit or panic selling every time the market dips. Nope. They invest in the long game, slow, steady, and incredibly effective. Index funds are like an all-in-one basket of the best companies. Instead of buying individual stocks and guessing which one will skyrocket, you own a small piece of hundreds, even thousands, of them. The S&P 500, for example, includes Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, and more. So, when the economy grows, your money grows with it. Now, here's why this is a millionaire favorite. Over time, the stock market has averaged 7 to 10% returns per year. That means if you invest $500 a month, you could have around $600,000 to $700,000 in 25 years, without doing anything fancy. And here's where it gets even smarter. They use tax-advantaged accounts to invest. In the US, that means Roth IRAs, 401ks, and HSAs, where your money grows tax-free or tax-deferred. Millionaires use these to protect their money from inflation, and most importantly, from the taxman. In 2025, with inflation rising and governments spending more than ever, minimizing taxes has become part of every millionaire's strategy. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. So while everyone else is jumping from trend to trend, the rich quietly let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Boring? Maybe. But boring is what builds real, lasting wealth. Now, this next one is massively underrated: investing in yourself. Sounds cliche, right? But millionaires know something most people overlook. You are your greatest asset. In 2025, the world is changing fast. AI tools are replacing repetitive jobs, automation is reshaping industries, and creativity and adaptability are becoming the most valuable currencies out there. That means your skills, not your degree, determine your income ceiling. Millionaires are constantly learning. They're taking courses on Udemy, Coursera, and Masterclass. They're hiring coaches, reading business books, joining masterminds, and attending workshops. Why? Because every new skill can multiply their earning potential. Learning AI automation, for example, could help a small business owner save thousands and scale faster. Developing communication or leadership skills could land you a promotion or open doors for consulting gigs. And here's the mindset shift. Every skill you build compounds, just like an investment. Learn video editing? You can create content. Learn marketing? You can sell it. Learn both? You can build a brand. Millionaires in 2025 don't wait for the economy to change. They change themselves. Because when you invest in skills, nobody can take that away from you. The stock market can crash, your job can disappear, but your knowledge stays. That's why this invisible investment is actually the most powerful one of all. And finally, the investment that ties it all together, owning or investing in a business you believe in. Now, not every millionaire owns a business, but most of them do, or at least own a stake in one. And in 2025, this isn't limited to people in suits running big corporations. Anyone with passion and vision can build something profitable. It could be an online brand, a digital product, a YouTube channel, or even a local coffee shop. Millionaires invest in businesses because it gives them leverage. Instead of being paid by the hour, their money and systems work around the clock. And thanks to platforms like Kickstarter, AngelList, and Republic, it's easier than ever to invest in startups or passion-driven projects. You can literally own a small piece of a company that might become the next big thing. But here's the real secret. Millionaires don't just invest in any business. They invest in things they understand and believe in. They look for ventures that align with their values, where they can bring more than just money to the table, maybe connections, expertise, or creativity. In 2025, businesses built on authenticity and problem-solving are thriving. Think sustainability, tech innovation, wellness, AI solutions, and education. Millionaires are putting their money in industries that have a real future, not just hype. And if you're not ready to invest in someone else's business, start your own. Thanks to AI tools, e-commerce platforms, and social media, you can launch a business from your laptop. No massive budget, no fancy office, just drive and direction. Remember, a business isn't just an income stream. It's an asset that can grow, scale, and eventually run without you. That's financial freedom. So let's recap. Millionaires in 2025 aren't playing guessing games. They're using a mix of smart, strategic investments that create stability and growth. They invest in real estate for passive income and appreciation. They trust index funds and tax-advantaged accounts to compound their wealth quietly. They invest in themselves to increase their value in a fast-changing world. And they invest in businesses to create impact, independence, and legacy. Here's the thing. None of these investments will make you rich overnight. But that's exactly why they work. The rich play the long game, and they win because of it. So if you want to start building wealth this 2025, stop asking, "What's the next big thing?" and start asking, "What's something valuable I can build or own for the long term?" Because the truth is, millionaires aren't lucky, they're intentional. They don't just spend money, they direct it. If this video gave you something to think about, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because we've got more no-fluff real-world financial tips coming your way. Now, let me ask you, if you could start investing in just one of these 4 today, which would it be? Drop your answer in the comments because 2025 is the year to stop watching others get rich and start building your own path to wealth. Thank you for watching.